the Starlight Lounge presents An Evening with the Progressive Box.
Oh, what a great audience. Let's dim the lights for this next one. Nope, too much. There it is. Gotta get things just right. Like Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Tell us what you want to pay, and we help you find coverage options that fit your budget. And now, the mood is right. Wait, the lights are back on again. Trudy, can you? And now it's completely dark.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Blog Talk Radio.
Caution. The tea is hot. Blow it off first, okay? Dishing tea with Big Meech.
Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comfort together because it's time to dish the tea. And you're just darlings. With Big Meech.
Can't wait. Time to dish tea with Big Meech. Time to dish tea with Big Meech. Time to dish tea with Big Meech. Time to dish tea with Big Meech.
Darling. And hello out there in Blog Talk Radio Land here in the glorious United States and across the globe. Hello to all of you over there in Germany and Italy and the Caribbean island, and to everyone in the sound of my voice. It is another glorious Wednesday, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is, honey. So I know you have all of your covers together because it's time to dish tea, and you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats. Hey, babies. Oh, my babies, it is another day, honey. You know, the birthday celebration is starting to wind down. I got about a good 8 days left before my birthday season this year closes. However, while I'm celebrating mine, you know, and everyone whose birthday who comes in between February 28th and April 2nd, honey, there's a number of divas whose birthdays intertwine. And if you wasn't here with me yesterday with Cynthia Holliday, a jazz vocalist on yesterday's show, please go catch the archives, because that was a wonderful show. Now, her birthday is next month in April, April 6th, and she said how cute that she and Billie Holiday's birthday are a day apart. So I'm like, okay, that's lovely. However, you know, this being March, we've had my diva, honey, y'all know my big sister, Miss Stephanie Mills, her birthday was on the 22nd. And then Miss Shaka Khan's birthday was on the 23rd. And I always get this mixed up. It's either today and tomorrow or yesterday and today. We got Diana Ross and Aretha Franklin. Their birthdays are a day apart. So I keep forgetting if it's the 24th and the 25th or the 25th and the 26th. However, you know, I'm totally surrounded, darling, by divas. So I'm giving a shout-out to all those children, honey, as well as we're still celebrating, you know, my 45th. So I am ecstatic. Now, for those of you who wanted to know what have I been doing, working. Because, you know, for the day job and taking care of things and getting stuff stabilized and getting me stabilized, I have been having to work. So I work 6 days a week and et cetera, and that there is where we are. So my darlings, yes. However, I have taken a little bit of time to do a couple of things here and there, and don't let it fret, or don't fret or whatever, let it bother you, because it will happen, okay? Trust me truly when I tell you. Okay? Oh, we have a fantastic show lined up for you this afternoon. So I want to make sure that if you have questions, comments, or concerns that you come in on it, honey, and to address our guest. The number to call in is 347-205-9183. That's 347-205-9183. Press the number 1. Just hit it one time. You're going to hear the cue say, you're now in the host queue. And that means that I will see your hand raised up on my system, and I will bring you in as time permits and at the appropriate time, okay? So please be patient with me. I know a lot of times y'all think I'm having y'all on hold forever, and you may forget your question, but I see you, and I just want to make sure that we get the guest in and get all the questions that we can out on the guest so that they can be spotlighted, and then we will bring you in, okay? It's not that I'm trying to shade you or anything like that. I just want to make sure that the guests are accommodated and that they're ready, you know, because I deal with the synergy thing. Usually when I come in is because I'm starting to feel that's the right time, because we loosen them up and they're ready to take your questions. So that's where we are with that, okay? So that's wonderful. And I forgot to open up the tea room. So let me do this right now while I'm talking, because right now, as I hit open, launch here, and in about 10 seconds, honey, the tea room will be open. So for those of you who are listening by computer and want to join in, you can do so, honey. Just go over and create a social media page, a social profile page, rather. And that will allow you to interact with us just as well. And you can put all your questions and things over there, because I'm bouncing back and forth, and I will make sure that we have your questions done, okay? Now, let me say this, that please be mindful that this is the written word. Y'all know how we are. We done got into this thing now to where we're 140 characters and things, and, folks can be kind of crass or whatever, but oftentimes we think that's what they're doing because of our own experiences, when in actuality that may not be the case. It's just that because we can't hear each other speak or don't understand or recognize folks' vocal affectations or inflections, we may think that they're trying to come out of a bag on us when actually they're not. So it could be just a misinterpretation or how you have perceived the message. So it's okay to disagree. Just don't be disagreeable. Okay, because if I come into the tea room and find that you're cutting up, I will cut you out. Yes, I will. Okay. So having said all that, let me go here so that you guys can understand this wholeheartedly. That dishing teeth with big meats is for mature audiences, and the language and the subject matters that you hear on this program are not intended for children or anyone who is not mature or responsible enough to handle the situation at hand. So your listening discretion is advised. I will repeat that dishing tea with big meats is for mature audiences, and the language and or subject matters that you hear on this program are not intended for children or anyone who is not mature or responsible enough to handle the situation at hand. So your listening discretion is advised. Now, please understand this, please. If you're at work, now is the time to put your headphones on and or turn your volumes down to a respectful level. If you have children in the room, please send them over to the other areas, honey. Now is the time for them to go watch Dora or SpongeBob or Bert and Ernie or Barney or whoever little cutesy Teletubbies, the little E's and Th's and all of that, honey. Send them over there because now it's time for the grown and sexy to become the seasoned and sophisticated. If you're new to dishing tea with big meats, honey, please know I have a potty mouth. I make no excuses for it, okay? And at this particular stage of the game, honey, we are a fresh 45, and I've earned the right to every 3, 4, 5, 17, 52, 196 letter and or syllable word that comes out of my mouth. And none of you bitches will come to me at the Walmart, the Walgreens, the Dollar Tree, the Family Dollar, the General Dollar. I don't care where I am, if I'm on the Marta, or if I'm on Mars itself, the planet. Wherever I am, you will not come to me and tell me that you have gotten demerits, you have gotten points or whatever against you because you did not govern yourselves accordingly. I would not accept it, honey, okay? So please, at this particular time, consider yourselves warned, okay? Thank you. Okay. So having said that, let me go here. I got a couple of special announcements. The first one being, it's real quick, and that is Big Boy Pride, of course, is going on April 9th through the 13th in Orlando, Florida. For those of you who need information about it, please go to bigboypride.com. That's bigboypride.com for all of your information on registration. Now we're into late registration, and to find out what accommodations that you could possibly get at this particular time. The Parliament House is sold out, and they do have overage hotels and brother and sister hotels that they'll be accessing and utilizing if you're trying to get accommodations, but you need to find out what's what, okay? So again, bigboypride.com. That's coming up in the next couple of weeks, child. So yes, am I going to be there? We're going to find out when the plane touches down and I'm off the plane in Orlando is when it's going to be real, okay? So y'all would know that because y'all will get pictures and carrying on the Facebook and the Instagrams and all of that, because I'm going to do it up the whole thing once I get there, okay? So I will keep you guys posted. Now, the big thing that we have is No Time for the Pain is coming to the ATL October 23rd, 24th, and October 30th. We have 4 shows planned for you down here in the ATL. We do have raffle tickets available, honey. Our first raffle, which is one of our fundraisers, $1 can win you $200. Okay. So for those of you who need tickets, we got hard tickets. If you're in the Detroit area or here in Atlanta, you can see myself or Peter Jackson, or one of our representatives who have tickets. If you're not in those two areas and would like to participate, we do have virtual tickets available. And what that means is you can send us the money through PayPal, whatever your donation is, and you say you want to be a part of the raffle. If you send $5, honey, we're going to put your name and give you 5 virtual tickets that go in the pot so that you, too, can win a chance at the $200. So we do have that available. Also, this time, instead of just cash, we do have a second and a third place prize. The second prize is an artistic gift. It's going to be a piece of artwork of choosing by Peter Jackson of Five More Artists Detroit. And then the third gift is going to be a mystery gift. Now, it's a mystery. I can't tell you because the producers of the play, which I'm one of them, but they're not even telling me who putting all this together, what the prize is, because they know I've been untold you. So it's a mystery gift, and then we do have a piece of artwork that would become for the second prize. But the big prize is the $200. So $1 can win you $200. For more information on how you can become a part of this or how you can get T-shirts and coffee mugs and 11x17 prints of our logo for the play or a 6x8 ceramic plaque, which those particular items, No Time for the Pain merchandise, those are all $20 each. T-shirts come in sizes small to 4X. If you need a size larger than 4X, 5, 6, 7, or 8X or larger, those T-shirts are $30, single-sided printed. We do have a double-sided T-shirt. The double-sided shirts are $30. For the larger sizes, they will be $40. Plus, there's a $5 shipping. So we need to just say they're $25, $35, and $45, okay? So please be mindful of that because we can accommodate you. So go to the website, www.dishingtea.com. That's www.dishingtea.com for more information on how you can become a sponsor with us to help bring No Time for the Pain here in Atlanta. It's making its debut, darling. We're going to be at the South Fulton Arts Center over here in Fulton County, honey, over by Wolf Creek Amphitheater, and it's going to be, we're going to have a wonderful time, child. So as we get closer to the dates, we're going to let you know what's going on and this, that, and the other, auditions and carrying on for those of you who want to participate in the show. Okay? So here it is. Honey, family ties are shattered and destroyed when fraternal twins Danielle and Eric confront one another on the issues of betrayal, infidelity, and HIV. What would you do, darling, if you found out that your fiancé of 7 years was having an illicit affair with your twin brother for 5 of those 7 years? Your twin brother finds out he's HIV positive. You find out that you're pregnant and HIV positive. How about that? Yeah, we got a doozy for you, honey. So, No Time for the Pain is coming to the ATL October 23rd, 24th, and 30th. We have 4 shows planned for you. So, yes, we need your help and your generosity. All donations coming, if you're coming in just as a donation, as a sponsor into the playbill, and where you will get your name listed in our playbill for and your recognition to say thank you for coming through. So, again, go to the website, dishingtea.com, or call 248-688-5178. That's 248-688-5178. That's Five More Artists Detroit. Peter Jackson is the artistic director and also executive producer of No Time for the Pain, okay? So, having said all that, those are our special announcements right now. I'm going to take a small little break right here so that I can get my libation on, and y'all know all this dries my throat out for the moment. And when we come back, my darlings, I'm going to introduce to some and present to others. This young lady here, she is truly a daughter of soul, okay? And she's emerging out of the shadows of her mom, and she's able to stand on her own. When we come back, we will be talking to no one other than Miss Indira Milini Khan. Okay, so having said that, I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds, and we're going to get this done. An educator, an entrepreneur, a poet, an artist. Sharon Williams Dean is Art by Sold, creating beautifully exquisite artwork for your home, business, gifts, or any special occasion. For more information, contact Art by Sold at 313-740-4904 or visit the gallery at www.artbysold.com. That's www.artbysold.com. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in urban culture and lifestyle. Spearheaded by the Henry Hingers of hip-hop, Mr. Angelo Ellaby, Double Exposure serves to educate its clients about the dollars and cents of the music industry. For more information about Double Exposure Media Relations, call 201-224-6510. 201-224-6510. Double Exposure Media Relations. If you are looking for irresistible, breathtaking art, you've come to the right place. At Sherwood Forest Art, we carry a large selection of paintings, masks, figurines, and sculptures of both modern, abstract, and representational styles. To see all of our art treasures, visit our showroom today at 19500 Livernois Avenue in Detroit, Michigan. For more information, call 313-340-0411. Sherwood Forest Art, where art talks to us in a language of its own.
Trigg Laboratories manufactures premium sexual wellness and consumer healthcare products and is the parent company of Wet International Incorporated, one of the world's best-selling lines of personal lubricants and intimacy products. We carry a large variety of personal and flavored lubricants, flavored heating massage lotions, and aromatherapy heating massage oils. Whether you need a little or a lot, Wet has you covered. Our line of high-quality, innovative, and unique products are formulated using only the finest ingredients at our FDA-approved facility, meeting the strictest manufacturing standards. Wet is available worldwide at specialty stores and online retailers and at pharmacies nationwide. For more information or to find a retailer near you, log on to www.stayswetlonger.com. Trigg Laboratories. We create fun, quality, trusted products to innovate your intimacy.
The Caribbean American Boys Entertainment. We specialize in jerk and conch food catering, party promotions and emceeing, entertainment with the Caribbean swagger, island fever on the mainland, bam bam. We also provide customized tour guides through gay-friendly Bahamas to all the hot spots of dining and club life events. Mr. Silvano T. DeMarco is the founder and CEO of the CABC. For more information, please contact him at CaribbeanBoysATL@yahoo.com. That's Caribbean Boys with a Z, ATL, @yahoo.com, or on Facebook at Facebook.com/Silvano T. DeMarco. That's Facebook.com/Silvano T. DMARCO. Caribbean American Boys Entertainment. Island Fever on the mainland. Bam bam.
Some
Yes, baby. Ha, ha. Hello there, my darlings. And for those of you who are just tuning in, thank you for your love, your time, and your support. Oh, honey, you are dishing tea with Big Meats, and I am yours truly. And I'm sitting up here, I'm basking right now because, child, my guest is just this wonderful, wonderful soul that is emerging into her own. Okay, today's show, I say, a daughter of soul is emerging, and we're having a conversation with Miss Indira Milini Khan. Okay, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree is what the old adage says, and in this case, we're going to understand why it is a true statement to embrace. My guest has been surrounded by the sounds of soul music her entire life. She was serenaded and marinating in it as her mother went out to become one of the world's most gifted and often imitated sounds of the American music lexicon. Well, now she's emerging into her own and taking her rightful place among those who have a unique sound and a message to bring to the world through her gift of song. Miss Indira Milini Khan would dish her tea and get the record straight about what it means to be a daughter of soul and what it is to plunge ahead and to take the bull by its horns and make her own way without relying on the comforts or the attributes her mother may have had in her arsenal. So I know you got all of your crumpets together, my darling, because without any further ado, this is the one and only Miss Indira Milini Khan. Hey there, precious. What's going on, love?
Hello. That's a wonderful introduction. I said, I don't think he even needs me. I'm going to hang up. Shit, he set it off. What am I going to say now? I have nothing to say.
Oh, girl, you got everything to say, baby.
Okay. I'm going to try.
No, baby, you have everything to say. Now, first off, I'm going to get this out the way because I say happy birthday to your mama, and I'm going to tell you to tell her for me that I said happy birthday, and that I know that, see, she and Stephanie Mills, they used to do stuff, back in the day, and their birthdays are a day apart. Stephanie's was the 22nd, so, and I'm sure she's well aware of that. So you give her my love and say thank you and happy birthday and all of that, okay?
I will, definitely.
So, now let's get into this because one of the things that I want folks to understand and walk away with is I want them to understand who Indira is because I'm sure you're probably going to get this or have gotten this in other interviews. Everybody wants to end up talking about your mom through you. But did your mama do this or did your mama do this and what did your mama do?
Right.
And you're like, bitch, wait a minute, honey, this is an interview about me. If you want my mama, call her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God, preach. Yes, this does happen often. This is very true. But who I am is, I'm strong. I'm opinionated. I am also fragile. My name, Indira Milini Indira means strength. Milini means fragile. So I think that totally encompasses who I am, what really I'm about. I'm about strength. But at the same time, I'm a human being, and I have my, things that are wrong with me. Things that I look in the mirror and I say, you know what? I wish I could change this. I'm still fragile. I'm a human at the same time, but I do. I think my strength is one of my best qualities.
Okay. So let's talk about that strength, and I want to go here. First, because I'm noticing that you're using the last name Khan, and now is this your name, or have you decided to take on the Khan brand, and this, that, and the other, versus using your father's last name and this, that, and the other? What is all of that, and what does that mean for you?
Well, Khan is my father's last name.
Dig that.
So when my mom married my dad, his name Hassan Khan, she adopted his last name.
Dig it.
Thus, Milini, or Indira Milini Khan. So that is my name, I guess you can say, more so than it is hers at this point because she's not even married to him anymore. So, yeah.
Right. Okay.
So that's
Okay.
that's
And
where
I
that
wanted
comes
to set
from.
that apart from everyone because, when we think about this business of show and everybody trying to get that little angle and this, that, and the other, a lot of folks, they feel as though the kids come in, they try to, oh, you just in this, or you just got the name, you just got a name, and I'm sure the Jacksons was getting that all this time, oh, you just so and so because you were Jackson, and that kind of thing. And I just wanted to, for clarity's sake, with that particular question.
Absolutely. No, I'm not saying, oh, my mama named Shaka Khan, so let me just put the Khan on the end of mine, and my daddy's name is James. Absolutely not.
Okay, right.
And when I first began, I would make the request that people not say who my mother is. I would want them to try to get to know me. And then later on, if that comes up, then absolutely. But, you can't escape that, not in this business. If that's, it was just like, hey, we have to say it. So there was really no escaping it. Mm-hmm. But, definitely when I started out, it was, I tried to set myself apart as much as possible by, even saying on off the cuff, hey, don't even say that's my mom. Let people hear me. Let them hear what I have to offer. And then, if afterwards, you want to say, oh, and guess what? That's fine. But give them an opportunity to enjoy me because I don't want that rambling through their heads while they're trying to listen to what I'm trying to do,
Exactly. Oh, mm-hmm. God. I felt so bad for Bobby Chris, when the reality show was on and she said she wanted to get into the business and she was with her vocal coach. And she got raked across the coals because a lot of folks are, she can't sing because of who she is. And I'm like, no, y'all listen to that voice. That bitch is jazz and blues all day.
Thank you.
She is not her mama, but that bitch can sing. That heifer is going to sing. She going to, baby, then get her some Muddy Waters. That bitch is going to let you have it.
Thank you. Yes.
And a lot of folks they disagreed with me because they wanted her to sit out there and do, Whitney's riffs and this, that, and the other.
Absolutely.
And, and saying that, coming into this, what has been your Achilles heel? When folks hear you and wanted to make that comparison with you and your mom.
Well, like I said, Meech, you just hitting it on the head all day. That's it. Is that people are expecting me to hit those high notes and be yelling and screaming and doing all of this stuff that she does, and that's not exactly the kind of artist I am. I mean, I feel like I have versatility and I have the ability to do those kind of things, but she's Shaka. You know what I'm saying? And can't anybody else do Shaka but Shaka? So it's just like if you're coming with that expectation, you're not really going to enjoy anything or even be able to see what I have to offer. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to have that expectation that, you know what? And so with that, that has been my Achilles heel, that, people come with the expectation that I'm going to just be singing, Ain't Nobody and Sleeping, and just be doing that for you, as opposed to, sitting back and saying, you know what, let me see what she has to offer as an artist, and let me have an open mind about it, So I would say that is one of my biggest. And, I mean, even for myself, because I can even psych myself out with other people's expectations.
Really?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, now I handle it much better. But when I was younger, there would be times that I would just be, like, throwing up backstage, like going through the motions, because I knew that when I stepped on that stage, people had an expectation that, I'm going to sing like her. And if I don't come with that, then maybe they're not going to like me, So that was just, something that I had to shake myself up a little bit about and be like, look, listen, bitch. You are who you are. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not going to like you anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well just be yourself, because people are going to talk. They're going to say and they're going to give their opinions, and it's going to be whatever it's going to be. So you might as well do you.
Dig that. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Now let's go here, because I want to take you back to where you decided that this was what you wanted to do. When you made that decision, or it was twinkling and carrying on. What was that for you, and how was it that you approached your parents and was like, okay, I want to do this? Because, having them as a guide, and then I'm sure, with all your play aunties and everybody who you know, the ups and downs and the pitfalls of this business. When you said this is something I want to tackle, what was that conversation? And then when you said, okay, I'm strong enough and yes, this is what I want to do, what was your first step to making this yours?
Okay, well, when I first, as a child, because I grew up in a house full of musicians, I just really steered away from that. And I thought at first I was going to be an attorney. And then I started dancing with Dance Theater of Harlem, and I thought I was going to be a ballerina. And so with all of that, my aunt, she was putting together this girls group, and I was just a stand-in because they were firing one of the girls because she couldn't make it to rehearsal or something, some kind of little drama, how we do. And so I was just stepping in for her until they found another girl. So lo and behold, I did the little talent show, everything like this. Child, that was it. When I did the rehearsals, I got on that stage, I sang. I was like, what?
Right.
Part of me was just like, I felt a little guilty because I was like, well, this comes so easy for me because I had been watching it all my life and absorbing it subconsciously. When I stepped on the stage and I grabbed the mic and I started singing, it just felt natural. So I felt a little guilty, like, this is a job?
Oh, wow.
Like,
okay, right,
yeah,
right, okay.
Exactly. And so then I was like, well, it's a no-brainer. I can do it, But, of course, I was 14, and I didn't know really what all of this would entail. So I would say I really, it evolved for me, and it began just out of me being naive and out of me thinking that it was just going to be a no-brainer, and then me creating, or not creating, but I began to develop a love and a passion for it, and it's just grown from then. It's been like a relationship, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Like in the beginning where you're like, it's interesting, this is fun. And then shit gets real, but you're still in love with it. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, okay, by now, we're an old couple. You know what I'm saying? We know what we like, we know what we don't like, and we know what we do. We know each other, and I'm a little more seasoned in, my walk with this career that I have. So it's just like, it's been, that's how it came about for me. It really wasn't like definite moments that I said, oh, this is what I'm going to do, and it was pinnacle, go left or right, take the red pill or the blue pill. It was just something that evolved and grew and just became what it is. I always did other things. I went to school for computer science, and I did other things, but I always came back to this. You know what I'm saying? This has always been a underlining vein in my life, so it's just like, here I am. Here I am.
Okay, hi. She said, okay,
here I am with you.
Okay, here I am. Okay, dig it.
Here
okay,
I am.
Okay. Now, I am about to sit down here. I'm finna go to whop you just a little bit. Okay? Just a little bit, honey. I'm gonna take you back to some of the beginnings, okay?
Okay.
And let me see. Oh, please let this play. Don't let me fuck this up. And let it play.
No.
Okay, you better play.
Dear God, you really do answer prayers.
Woo!
Everything I've been through. One thing's for sure. If I keep on praying and believing and keep you in my plans,
oh, man.
all of my dreams will come true.
Oh, bless my heart. Wow.
all lived happily ever after. You just don't get it, do you? There's a war going on out there. Money can't stop it. Power can't stop it. And running away from it can't stop it. But love, unity, and prayer will. And it's time we all wake up.
Wow, you got me good. You got me good.
Did I just whop your wig, baby?
You whopped it. Oh, dear. Let me pick it up and put her back on. Oh, dear. That is hilarious. I was a kid, man.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, let me let the audience know. She said earlier, she had alluded to, her standing there with the group again. Well, this is one of the groups that she was singing with, and this was called Pretty in Pink back in the day. This is, 91? Back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
So this is Pretty in Pink, honey. So
yes, it was, child. We thought we were singing. What? We were doing it. We were like, what?
Okay.
It's adorable.
So now here we are. We're
here
at this particular thing. You've joined the girl group, and you're doing the girl group thing. What was that experience for you? What was your training grounds? What was all of that?
Well, it was, we had our good times. And I think, because we were so young, we were all I was the oldest, and I think I was 14 at the time.
Wow, you're kidding.
So, yeah.
Okay.
No. We were young. We were babies. And I think we got along fine. And I think we were able to work out our differences and do whatever. It was always the outside influences that were always in your ear and saying this and saying that, and there would be times when we'd be performing and maybe I would have on a hat or somebody else wouldn't, and that would be a problem, you know what I'm saying, because somebody's mama done whispered it in her ear, why she got on a hat, so it was stuff like that was just like, okay, that made it a tedious thing. And of course, when you're in a group, I would assume, even if it was, a man-woman group, but even in, Rufus or whatever, everybody gets on each other's nerves.
Right.
But it was a wonderful learning experience, about just music, about personalities, about the business, and I don't speak really to any of those girls today.
Oh, wow.
But I feel like, it's unfortunate. I mean, the breakup was really, it was a bit dramatic. It was kind of out of a VH1 movie. But,
wow.
That was sort of why, everybody sort of.
Movie girl,
Yes, a VH1 movie. Not motion picture, but I'll give it to VH1.
Okay.
But, so there was a little drama with the breakup, so, we didn't speak for years. But I still feel like, if I were to see them today, it would be all love. You know what I'm saying? So, that was an experience that we went through together that was just, you can't take anything away from that. Definitely. And if you, gave me an opportunity and said, you know what, Milini, would you do it again? Yeah, I would do it again because I learned a lot, and it was wonderful. There were times when it was just really great, and it was good to see, even at a young age, I felt good about being able to do something apart from my mother. Even though they were calling her name every time they mentioned Pretty in Pink, I still felt like I was, standing on my own and doing something. I still had that feeling that, I'm capable of doing this by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So now, do you know about the Pretty in Pink reunion Facebook page?
No, I don't. I don't know. I heard about it, but I don't know really about it. I heard something, and then I think I just completely dismissed it.
Okay.
But, no, I'm not a part of it. I don't know. It's sort of like the breakup.
Okay, right. There's this whole thing, honey, and no one's posted since 2013, though.
Oh, okay.
But
so I can't feel too bad.
I think, folks are looking to make some things happen, I guess. I have no idea. I'm just looking at this.
Bless their heart. God bless them.
Oh, no, that's not true. Somebody put up in here on 25th, January 28th. I guess they were shouting you out. This looked like you were, when you were doing the tribute to your mom for the UNCF.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what this is. So, okay. So, coming out of the girl group or whatever, I did have a question. Someone texted me a question and wanted I'm not going to ask it the way he said it because it sounds kind of mean. I'm going to clean it up just a little bit.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay. But basically, he wanted to know your experiences with groups and singing with other people have not. It seems as though they may not have been the best of times for you. You end up singing for a short little minute, and then something disbands or whatever. Was that just you a growing opportunity? To say, okay, we come to the end of this road, let me move on, or was there problems with it just didn't gel right? What was that experience for you?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what he's really speaking about. I know about Pretty in Pink. And I know that, we had our moment. I got pregnant. That's why, they decided they didn't want me as a member anymore.
Oh.
So I got pregnant. I had a baby. I sang with my mother for years.
Mm-hmm.
I sang with Mickey Howard.
Yes, I was
I've done a lot of sessions. Yeah, I've done a lot of session work. I mean, I don't really know what he's talking about other than the situation with Pretty in Pink. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this has been like a relationship for me. You know what I'm saying? There's been plenty of times that I've, got frustrated and I've tried to walk away and I've tried to say, you know what, I can't. And I've, because I have a family on top of everything else. I have 3 children, all of this. So, I've had to take a moment away to do that because that is my priority. My children are very important to me. That could be what he's talking about in terms of me checking out the scene for a minute and then popping back in is that, I maybe had to take time away from my family and do the mommy thing and then, get back on that horse and ride him.
Wait a minute, girl. Wait a minute. I took that wrong. Oh, I took that wrong. It was a correlation between you got the 3 kids and now I got to get back on the horse.
Now get off the horse. No, don't get back on the horse. No, I don't need to get back on the horse. But if we talking about them 3 kids, then I need to stay off of the horse, right? Get off that horse and get to work. Get on the mic. Don't get on the horse.
But you know what? Well, let me go there. Let me take that particular spin on it because in this business, and I love asking this of my female artists and carrying on because it's still a male-dominated business, and right. I really do not. It bothers me that we have a number of women who allow themselves to be treated and manhandled as if they're sexual objects and property. How is it that you were able to maintain yourself, in this particular business, and particularly in the 90s, girl, because that's when gangster rap was this, and you coming up in that era where the music was changing, Now, I got you by a couple of years, so, I was well into my 20s and carrying on at that particular time. And I know when the music started changing and, all the girl groups and carrying on, everybody wanted to be Oaktown 357 or MC Hammer dancing and the clothes was fly. And, then we got the female MCs with Queen Latifah, MC Light. All of that was hitting. And so now here you are. Wanted to emerge from your mom's shadow and then having to stand on your own amongst your peers and everybody's all horned up. What was that for you?
Well, it's still the same thing. I think nowadays we're a little more open to the diversity, but I definitely know what you mean. Back then it was, if you can't show it, then what, I used to work with this producer. I didn't work with him. I think we worked together a couple of times, and this was back in the 90s. And every time he would work with me, he would say, bring me something sweet. And so I was so naive back then, I was bringing him donuts and cake. Well, lo and behold, by the third or fourth time that he tossed my little donuts and cake aside, I realized what he meant. So, it's just, you really have to know who you are. But then again, these people be slick about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like I said, I was a young girl. I was trying to just do music. This old-ass, nasty, little perverted dude wants to tell me something else. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it was
right.
just like, if I had no self-esteem, if I didn't have a little bit of sense in my head, I could have possibly been in the back room with that guy, and been, with the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it is the grace of God. I would like to say most of it is the grace of God. There's a big percentage of it that is also me having, some common sense. My mother was very open with raising me. You know what I'm saying? She never really shielded me from a lot of things. In some ways it was a bad thing, but in some ways I look back at that and I say, you know what, that was ideal because I shoot from the hip, and I,
right.
A lot of things I was able to avoid because I saw what happens, So I think that, like I said, part of it is by the grace of God and part of it is by, me just having some sense. And then it's just like, and then another big part of it is that, you won't be as successful. Like me deciding and making that decision to say, you know what, because I've decided to have a career with integrity, that I may not be able to do certain things. I may be excluded from certain things. I may, so, that is a decision as well. You know what I'm saying? It's just, where you stand with who you are and, if you can look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day. Apparently, a lot of women can. I'm not one of them.
How about that? Now, here, let's go here. What is the piece of advice that when you and your mom sat down and y'all would have girl talk and talk business, because now y'all are contemporaries. You know, we work in the same industry and carrying on. When you would sit down and talk, what was the one piece of advice that she gave that you hold on to, and what's the one piece of advice that you had to learn for yourself?
Well, I think the one piece of advice that I hold on to, there are a lot of little tidbits that I hold on to, but I guess the most relevant right now would be, I remember I used to get, like I was saying before, I used to get horrible stage fright, and I would be in backstage throwing up, going through all of this, and one day she just said it to me. She said, Milini, it's just singing. I hold on to that a lot, when I'm having difficulty or when I'm in my head a lot or, whatever is going on, and I may be letting it affect my job or, me having to do a show or me being in the studio or whatever. That always clicks in my head like, Milini, it's just singing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, I'm sure a lot of performers, they overthink a lot of this. You know what I'm saying? You get in your head, it's just like, you can jump out a window, if you don't put things in perspective. And I think what she was really trying to say, and why I carry this with me so much, is to live in the moment,
Okay.
And that was what I took away from her telling me, while I'm leaning over a toilet, it's just singing. Live in the moment,
Dig
just singing, So I think that's one. And then the other thing that I had to learn on my own was how to be a mom.
Oh, dig that.
Because my mother is wonderful at a lot of things, but I think that, that may be an area where she could get a little help.
Okay. Okay. And especially being in show business.
It's not
the
easy.
job. The job itself,
it's not easy.
was oh God,
easy.
yeah.
It's not easy, and I don't. I used to, be really pissed off at her and feel all kinds of ways and be in my feelings and all this kind of stuff. But me becoming a mom, living, learning, I've just my hat is off, and all I can say is, I know you did the best you could, and you did a damn good job.
Okay.
and my hat is off, you know.
Okay. Okay. So now
It's
let's
nothing but
come into
respect.
here, because throughout your career,
Mm-hmm.
how long have you been writing? Because I know that you are a songwriter as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you're writing and producing your own materials and things of that nature. What's your muse behind a lot of your music?
My life. My life. What I'm feeling at the moment, how the music makes me feel. It's a number of things, you know. And I've been writing poetry, everything since I was very, very young.
Mm-hmm.
And in Pretty in Pink, wrote some music in that for that situation. So, you know, since I was about 13, I've been writing music.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it's just, you know, and my muse is just my life, you know. I'm sure you hear that a million times, but it's so true. You know, a lot of this shit is therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Ah.
It's just like you're sitting up there like, I need to get something out, you know, and this is the way that I do it, you know, is
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to write this song and sing it, you know, feel
Okay,
better
right.
about it. Yeah, you know. So that's what it is, you know. It's my therapy. It's my life on paper, on you know, documented.
Mhm. Mhm. So now coming into the fold, now you're recording and you're now a solo artist. You know, you're
Mm-hmm.
coming out and I'm playing your music throughout the show, and I started off with Bathe Me. Girl, that's sickening.
Mm-hmm.
Bathe Me is I took that, and you know, it's a love ballad, but you know, on the surface, you know, I took it very esoteric. You know, I want to just be infused in you.
Absolutely.
You know, I just want to be infused in you
Absolutely.
because of who or what it is that I feel you're giving me, honey. And I want it all. You know,
yes, I want to be drenched.
I want it all plus,
exactly.
honey. Okay, if you could take
Yes.
it to the next millennium, honey, yeah, give it to me because I want it. I can take
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
You know,
You got me.
Okay, right. And then now I could get gut bucket with it because see all. when
well,
I
you
hear
know,
it,
that's what it's about.
You know, because I took it there too. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what it's about.
You know.
Whatever you can, however you're feeling at that time, you go ahead and you make it work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, I'm feeling a little raunchy right now, so I'm going to work gut bucket style. And then I'm feeling, you know, all ethereal and angelic, you know, so I'm gonna get into the romance of it, you know.
Right.
However, that's what it's about. You know, that makes me that I love hearing shit like that. That's why I do this shit. You know, because I want your interpretation and I want it to invoke feelings inside of you and make you feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And possibly even feel how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, okay, good.
Who knows? You know?
Okay.
It can be our journey or it can be yours. It's up to you, and that's why I do it.
Dig. Oh, okay. See, and that's the answer, and that's why I do it. Aha. Okay, I love it. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Because see, now for ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you, we talked briefly on the phone, and I'm gonna go into the Daughters of Soul in just a few moments because Indira is touring and is performing with just that, the Daughters of Soul, which includes Layla Hathaway and Simone. That's Nina's daughter. Oh, that bitch is sickening.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she is.
And of course, y'all know my friend to the show, Selena Johnson. Y'all know that's my sister. And carrying on. And I said that when we talked about Layla and carrying on, I said that this bitch is infectious. Okay. And this particular, I'm going to tell you this because as I'm listening to your recordings, you are a performer. You're a live vocalist. See, and that there I know comes from that. That's that old school training. See, it's cute to be on record, but bitch, we got to sell the song, honey. I got to make sure that when we in front of these people, okay, that they leave.
They gonna go out and buy it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, if you ain't heard it, damn it, it's gonna make you want to go buy it. But what I love about it, because your mom, my mama, Miss Patty, my big sister Miss Stephanie, and all my girls, see, they make me want to buy it, but they also have me yearning for the show, because it's like, okay, I'm missing something. Something ain't on here. I got to catch it at the show, because you didn't do this on this record, bitch. You did that at the show, so I got to come to this show, and that's what I love. That's that grit. I told you that before. That's that damn grit, heifer, that you got, Miss Thing.
Thank you.
You got this grit,
you.
little Miss. Ooh.
Thank you.
I said, oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Because, see, the kids, for those of y'all who don't understand music like I do, or don't, well, y'all know how I get there. I'm stuttered. Y'all know where I am now. Okay. But that there is what you give to me, you know, and I'm looking to see more and waiting to hear more, and I'm yearning for the live performances, because I'm like, this little bitch is finna go to let me have it, and you can't say about you. I'm a hitter, and I will throw shoes. Okay.
Damn,
so
okay.
I have to make. So that's why I bring handkerchiefs. I bring handkerchiefs so I can give you the church thing. Honey, I will wave the shit out you, honey.
Shoe hurts.
I will wave you down, and I will throw my arm out of socket, honey. But okay? See, I'm one of those girls.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Yes, I am. I'm one of those girls. But here, what I want to do, I want to give the audience, I want to do this one. Yeah, it's over. Hold on.
Okay.
All the things in the past that you done to me put a fall on my heart temporarily. Took some time to reveal, but now I see you were no good, no damn good. My family tried to warn me, but I was blind. My best friend listened to me every time I cried. I was disappointed for so long. Now it don't matter what you do, so now it don't matter what you say, so now it don't matter like it did before. 'Cause all I know is so now it don't matter this time what you do, so matter this time what you say, so now all that shit don't matter no more. 'Cause all I know is so now there you go, feeling sorry, blowing up my phone, begging me every day to come back home. Boy, you know you got a lot of nerve, but
said, all that shit it don't matter no more. Fuck it, it's over. Because all I know. Shit, yes. Okay. That's right there, baby. All that shit, it don't matter. Fuck it, it's
all
over.
That shit don't matter no more. It's over.
Okay, fuck
honey.
it, it's over. God damn it.
It's over.
I'm right there. Okay.
Yes.
I'm right there. And
when you're
see, what I
done.
love about it is that, we ain't taking the typical my man done me wrong blues. We finna go to cry in this, honey. We got a little up tempo. It got a little swing on it, honey. That's house cleaning music.
It's happy time. That's packing music.
Fuck it.
That's packing shit up music.
Now you know what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what you need to do for this video, Miss Stacey. I want to see you at the end of this song, honey. Go to your black book. And you sit down there and get the flip of that girl. Go to the 5-star child. Okay, get on the phone, honey, because it's over. Fuck it. Okay.
It's over.
Okay, call over Mandingo. Shit, fuck this motherfucker.
What?
You understand me?
No, that shit is right.
Okay.
It's over.
I feel you on that. Okay, I'm living.
Yes.
So now, with this particular project, wait a minute, because, see, before I do this, and we get into the project, because, see, I'm loving your versatility in this, because I'm hearing, even though it's all classified as R&B, but I'm hearing a lot of different pulls,
right.
The instrumentation and carrying on. Tell us who were some of the people who were your influences, because, see, and we already know your mama, okay, but it's a little different from that, because, see, you know her as mama. And that's like I know my mama. I know my mama for her flaws, and when they have to get on my nerves, that's mama. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now, besides that, who are the people that, when you went to the radio or went to the record store or to go buy your music, who was it that you gravitated to? Who spoke to you? Who influenced you?
Well, one of my number one influences is Prince. Forget about it. All my life. Yeah. All my life. My first everything, that is him. And it's been him for a very long time. I've integrated some Minnie Riperton, some Mint Condition, some Foo Fighters, some,
Did you say Foo Fighters? Wait a minute.
Of course. I did say Foo Fighters.
Get out of here.
I'm a big rock head. I love my rock and roll.
You know what? And it shows, because, see, there's some stuff of you on YouTube. When them guitars get to go on this thing, you lose your mind.
I lose it. I lose it. I tap out. It's somebody else. It's somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But those are my influences. I love Aretha Franklin. Who else do I love? I think that sums it up. I like a lot of alternative music. I like strange music. So anything that's different is an influence for me,
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because, see, now let me go to the Daughters of Soul. Because, see, y'all are sitting up there working with Nona Hendrix.
Lord have mercy.
Nona. That's all I'm going to say is Nona. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. A moment of silence was needed. Exactly.
Right. I got verklempt. Okay, just verklempt.
Forget about it. Yes, just forget about it. Yeah.
That Nona don't know she my auntie, my big sister auntie. Okay.
Okay.
And carried on, because, coming from that era of being a part of a girl group who was inducted as the first black, they were the first female rock group, period, LaBelle.
Okay. And
then to be 3 black women who were singing the shit that they were doing. And then Nona writes, and Nona is by far, I I'm going to give her the godmother of female sexuality, honey, in music.
Are you kidding me right now? Still at like 70. She's like 70. She's got the body of like a 27-year-old chick.
I know.
Like, what
it's
the
ridiculous.
is going on here? Is she a vampire? I don't know. I don't know. It's something supernatural going on there because that is just amazing. And then you saw her perform jumping off of the drums and shit.
I know. Listen, when they were touring with LaBelle, damn it, this bitch climbed up on the drums. Okay, Patty flying, Sarah on the microphone doing Sarah's thing. That bitch went up to the drums and climbed up on the drums. I said, look at this heifer. I can't stand it. But that is who, that whole embodiment of all of that. This bitch shaking her. She twerking better than the 20. I think at 70. At 70. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, for you to be around that, and to be in that, and now she's touring. And I see that Denise Williams is coming on board. And ooh, Niecy.
No. Stop. It's just wonderful. It's just, sometimes I look around and I say, I'm not worthy. I say, just take me away. Get me out of here. I don't deserve this. Okay. Somebody throw me out.
Dig that.
Yeah, it's surreal. It's like, it's wonderful. And it's wonderful because, pardon me, in this business you can be around pretentious, small, no talent type people, miserable people, you know what I'm saying? And it's a drag, and you be at a wonderful place. It's supposed to be the most prestigious situation, and it's just horrible. But then to be, around real musical royalty, and to be up in it, it's just, if you never did it, you should do it once in your life, like skydiving or something, because it's like such an experience, and it's so wonderful. And it's, for me, I learned so much, it's just like, my head's going to explode. Like, okay, I got to go take a nap right now because I just...
And what is that feeling? Because knowing that you're coming from royalty, you see what I'm saying? See, you're coming from royalty, but it's a different feel. And I know it got to be. Because like I say, that's Mama. I know her as Mama. Y'all can have Shaka. This is Mama. You know what I'm saying? But to come from that and then to still feel as though I'm in the presence of musical royalty, Joyce Kennedy, Sandra, Saint
Victor.
Thank you. Just to be child, and Nona. Stop. Just say Nona one more time. Nona. Okay. Okay.
Child.
And then to know, here you girls are coming as the daughters. You from Shaka, Simone from Nina Simone, which has said every fucking thing. Okay. Layla from Donnie, Selena from Seal. Seal wasn't. Come on. And get ooh. Okay, that right there is a head explosion. And to know that y'all are sitting up there, doing the damn thing. How did that come together and become a project? What was the muse for that?
Well, Sandra St. Victor is the brilliant mind behind it all. Like, she is like a one-woman powerhouse, sings, business, everything. Like, she can get it all together. So she was the person with the concept. And she just reached out to all the people that she knew, that would fit the bill, and it turned into this wonderful thing. We're also doing a documentary that'll be available next year, 2016.
Ooh.
And it's going to also come with a CD compilation. And we're going to be, I don't know, I think we're going to be working with Mr. Glasper, possibly Wendy and Lisa. So... it's going to be a great thing, and like I said, she's the one. Sandra St. Victor did it all. When you look at that work, that was her mind.
Wow.
And it's turned into this, and I think it's wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so privileged and just humbled at the same time. Just like I feel so honored just to be a part of it, to be thought of. It's the greatest thing.
I'm going to go on record and I'm going to say this. And I think I need to send this to TMZ and carry it on because I'm going to say it.
Okay.
And I don't give a fuck.
All right.
This here, what you girls are doing here, is what R&B divas were supposed to have been doing. But because of television and because of how all of that intertwined, and I don't know all of the behind the scenes and all that, I just know the Atlanta cast of R&B divas. I know I went to high school with Nikki, and I knew what she was trying to do, and all the other girls that I know from that particular cast, I know what you girls are doing and have shown the world is what that was supposed to have been doing. To show that black women can come together and uplift, and use their vocal talents, to do the damn thing. Right. And it saddens me that entity didn't do this, but my heart is filled with joy that we see other avenues where it can actually work. And it's not to say that the divas can't come together and still make it work. It's just that, just like you said before, folks done got in their ear and carrying on, and the process of all that have destroyed friendships and destroyed the sisterhood to where now the way how it was supposed to have been going has been altered and adulterated. What you girls are showing us is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say you're not having your struggles or whatever. And
right. Everybody has their issues.
You know what I'm saying? You got a good day, you got a bad day, bitch, I ain't feeling this.
Absolutely. I think for the most part that we are able to see the bigger picture, at the end of the day and come together as professionals, because even still, and we toured for years. It never that drama never really happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
it was all love, and that was the other part. That was, I guess, why Sandra's still doing it, because I would imagine if it was just a drama-filled, situation, then she would be like, I don't need this shit. I got a husband and kids. I could go do that. I go do my own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But because it was such a loving situation and because everything it was as if it was, in the stars and meant to be, because everything ran really smooth in terms of all of us getting along and just having a good time together. It was awesome.
Right.
And I mean, Layla and I, when Sandra called us both, we were like, look, we'll do it for free. Then we just had the best time ever.
Okay,
just let us go. Pay for my ticket and hotel. I'm good.
Dig that.
So,
okay. Right.
Yeah. But it's just such a wonderful situation. So I pray for those LA divas and New York, all the divas. I pray for that situation because it can be done. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. I don't know what component is missing, but it can be done. I will say that.
Right. Well, there's a testament here because, you guys are showing it and this, that, and the other. And what I'm also seeing is that the outside influences have not penetrated the nucleus.
Right.
And one of the things that we learned that in science, you had your protons, your electrons, and your neutrons, honey. The neutrons were the nucleus. That's in the center. The protons and the electrons were the outside. They were supposed to have been the deflector bullets. If you got to the protons, okay. But the electrons were supposed to have been the damn shield to get to the neutrons. So, damn it, somebody got to sit down there and make sure that this nucleus is together.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
To where
You're absolutely
the outside influences does not penetrate it to where it destroys it. Because if you destroy the nucleus, honey, then you destroy the cell. And if you destroy the cell, that's the body. And it has nothing to fight against, and eventually the disease takes over. So that's a quick little science lesson. How about that,
Hello. Okay. Hello. You just schooled me real fast. I forgot about the neutrons. I was like, well, wait a minute. It's the protons and the neutrons. That's right. The nucleus, right. Okay.
How about that?
I have a little notepad out.
Okay.
Start taking some notes.
I'm glad to see that this is here. And For those of you who need to know what I'm talking about, you can catch that at daughtersofsoul.com. That's daughtersofsoul.com. There's a 22-minute introductory trailer to give you just a little tease of what's going on. And, sweetheart, I'm lost in it because I need – see, stuff like this, I need to be there. Y'all pulled out Joyce Kennedy, honey, Miss Stronger. See, I know her from Stronger back in the day. Okay? Okay. Oh.
She is like a damn powerhouse, like amazing. You know, that's another one. You know, looks like, 20-some-year-old woman out there, in her spandex, what does she have to be, at least 70?
Right.
Phenomenal. Like they're the two vampires, supernatural people on the tour is Joyce and Nona because they look great. They're giving these young girls a run for their money, big time.
Right.
And singing their ass off and giving a major show. I think Joyce laid down on stage and sang one song. It was just like, are you kidding me right now? What am I going to do? I'm going to have to levitate or some shit.
Okay.
Do some magic tricks, saw somebody in half or some shit. I don't know what I would do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, I got to call
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take that over. Definitely.
No,
Joyce,
I wanted you
love
to.
her to death.
No, you're supposed to.
I love her. Okay. I love her to death.
Okay. Let me take this caller. I got someone who wants to ask a question. And then, 248, I'm coming to you in just a second. Let me shout out, Dummy Tree is over there in the tea room. Hey, Dummy Tree. I just happened to click over.
Tree.
And he's been sitting up there laughing at us, honey. And laughing at he's laughing at me because he he likes my tonight is here. Okay. Oh, it's nighttime there. I forget y'all 5 hours ahead of us. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all right, well thank you. He's over in Germany and things. So hey baby, you keep me
international. All right,
so you keep me international, I'll live for you.
Okay, yes,
okay.
It's lovely.
So, and mind you that the Daughters of Soul, honey, this particular piece was over in Amsterdam. There's a piece of you over in Amsterdam and carrying on. So y'all are an international show. You do travel and carrying on.
Yeah,
so Dummy,
well, that's what we're mostly in Europe. We've only done touring in Europe. I don't know. I think this particular after we do this documentary, and for 2016 we may be doing some shows in Atlanta in the major cities.
Oh, you bet, because I'm here in Atlanta. You bet, girl. Okay. 248-915. Come on up in here before this heifer make me say something, because shit, I done got excited.
No, I'm sitting here feeling some type of way, ignored right now.
No.
Sweetheart,
no.
I am such a fan of, first I have to say it, I'm learning your music, but your mother, Chaka, I live for her.
I love it. Thank you.
I live for her, and from what I'm hearing about your talent level, you are the spitting image of Mom.
Oh, am I?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
From what I'm hearing, I haven't gone and did a lot, but the question I want to ask you is, because your mother is who she is, you have had the chance to meet a lot of your the people that you looked up to in the industry, personally.
Right.
Who's been the biggest letdown?
Ooh. That's dish. Okay. I would say there've been, you know what? And it's gonna be disappointing, and maybe somebody will come out and be like, "Well, Milini's a bitch," but it's a lot of them that are. A lot of them are extremely disappointing. A lot of them have really shitty attitudes. And I have seen some craziness. It's sad to say, but I am more surprised when I meet people that I say, "Oh, I love this person's music," and they turn out to be normal and nice and regular. You know what I'm saying? It's just somebody you can approach and talk to and have a conversation with. So, I mean, I'm a big Isley Brothers fan. I will say when I met Ron Isley, he was very nasty.
Who?
Ron Isley.
Oh, well, she's a diva, honey.
Is she? I didn't know that. I thought she would be, but she was very mean. And who else? I I mean, I guess she's kind of a B actress, but that girl, Vanessa Williams, not the Vanessa Williams, Miss America, the dark-skinned one, the brown-skinned one.
Okay, yeah, the actress.
Oh, the actress.
Yeah, she was very nasty. And then the girl, I could go on for days. See, I have people trying to kill me or some shit. I could go on and on.
Specifically, who you look up to that was nasty.
Well, who I looked up to would be Ronald Isley.
Okay.
And I saw him at an airport, and he treated me like dirty toilet paper. And it was Angela Win. No, I don't like to do that. That makes me really uncomfortable. I just went up to him and said, you know, I'm also an artist. You've been extreme inspiration. I just wanted to shake your hand, sir. I don't want to bother you, you know. And he just didn't want to shake my hand. He wanted me to get away from him. And so Angela Winbush was with them because this was, I guess, the time that they were dating. And she recognized me. And she says, oh, this is Shaka's daughter. And then everything changed. And I thought that is what really sucked the most. It didn't suck that he didn't want to be bothered with me. What sucked is that when he found out that my mom was Shaka Khan, he wanted to be bothered with me. And I was like, oh, I hate him. I don't like him.
Right. Your mom was in Detroit during the jazz festival, and I was backstage, and she actually handed me the mic because she was like, I think your cousin or somebody in Detroit came up and sang. And so she was like, child, they ain't paying me right. Who want to sing? She was like, everybody.
All right.
But
that's nice.
At this time, Audrey Wheeler was singing background for her. Baby, the background was so sickening. I'm a background freak. The background was so sickening, and I think you had a son, right? From that
yes, I have 2 boys now.
I met your son at the time. Mom was here, but your mother was so accommodating and just real, just every day, and just gracious. I think you were doing something else, but she had your son in Detroit, and I just thought that if she's like this, because if anybody got the right to be shitty and nasty, Chaka do.
Right.
She's sung on every venue that you can think of. But she was so approachable, let you take pictures. The only thing she got mad about is that people were trying to rush her, but they were pushing over your son to get to her. And she was
right.
What do you, out of all of this, considering that Chaka is your mother, do you want to live off of your own fame, or are you using mom's name to get where you need to go?
Well, I don't think there's any denying that there's a legacy here, and I'm proud of that legacy.
Very good.
But I definitely would like to be looked at as an asset to the legacy. I don't want to be looked at as somebody that rode on the coattails of the legacy. That's somebody that you look at and you say, oh, and her daughter, Milini, she's this, that, and the third, you know, saying wonderful things, of course. But, this is how I see it. You know, I'm proud of the name. I'm proud of my mother's work. I'm proud to be associated with that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in my own right, I feel like I'm very talented, and I feel like, I am an asset, and I want to be an asset. So that's where I stand with that.
Your own way, which is really wonderful. I heard you I know Sandra St. Victor as well, and you talking about her and what a powerhouse she is as it relates to putting tours together and putting the right people together and the whole 9 yards. The industry can be so shady, but you have people like her. You can see Sandra, and she's so very gracious. Hey, how are you?
Absolutely.
Talking to you, you're so gracious. And if anybody had the right to really kind of have an attitude, your legacy. You're a legacy. And you're so accommodating, and I don't want to ever see you lose that, and thank you for answering my question.
Well, thank you for having a question for me. I appreciate you so much. And I don't think I can lose that. My family's from Chicago. They keep me pretty grounded.
Okay, and we from Detroit, honey, so we Midwest.
On that whole area, yes.
Listen, my name is Curtis, and I'm a good friend with Nietzsche. When you come to town, can I get a ticket too?
You certainly can. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Absolutely. You guys get VIP.
She said she was going to give me a ticket.
No, you guys get VIP. You're going to be like, shit, man, she hooked us up.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
I live.
I got one more question because I kind of came in late. Who's all on this tour that you guys are doing?
Well, I don't really know because it's still, she's still pulling people in terms of artists.
Okay.
But I definitely know that, it's going to be me, it's going to be Layla, it's going to be Simone. It's going to be definitely Selena. But those are the only definites that I know about. I heard that we may be, if we tour the states, when we go to the major cities, we may be pulling artists from the major cities, like, wherever we may pull in.
Right, you're going to Chicago, you're going to use Chicago artists.
Right. We may use, one featured Chicago artist or one featured, whatever, gospel artist, however it goes. We may pull artists that way. But I'm not sure who is going to be the setup.
I heard you mention Aretha Franklin.
Oh, yeah.
As one of your inspirations. Now, Rita is known for being difficult and nasty.
Mhm.
Have you met her?
I have met her just high, but I didn't experience any of that. No.
Okay, good. You know what? And I'm glad to hear you say that. I've met her several times, and I never experienced it.
Okay.
Actually, her father's church, part of my family grew up in that church.
Right.
And she's always been approachable. Now, that's a question I have for you, too. What is your spiritual inspiration?
My spiritual inspiration, did you say?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm a Christian.
Okay.
Jesus Christ is my spiritual inspiration. That's it. That's all. God.
Okay. That's the answer.
Well, you know what? That's all the questions I have for you. You're going to be very successful just on your own right, not just the legacy. I heard a song that was playing, and Meech was talking about it coming in. I didn't get the title, but it sounded really good.
Thank you.
It sounded really good, and it sounded like your own. You weren't a clone of your mom.
Thank you.
Exactly, and that was called "It's Over."
And I'm doing a whole album for release this summer, so stay tuned for that too.
Love. Well, all right, my darling, let me take this next one. I got 347-755. 347-755. Come on up in here, baby. You're dishing tea with Big Meech to say hello to Indira Milini Khan.
Hello.
Hey, Shane A. Lee. Welcome to the Dish Network. Dishing the tea with Meech. I'm a singer-songwriter up here in New York City, and when people say they're Chaka Khan's biggest fans, they lied. I am number one. I'm a prolific songwriter, and I've actually written like 7 songs in tribute to your mom. She's like a very big influence on my singing career, and throughout the years in the 90s and 80s when I sung here in New York and stuff like that. And we started singing again 2 years ago here in New York, and she's just a very big influence on me. I wrote a song called Hard to Get, influenced by her. When she had the song called What You Gonna Do For Me, I wrote a song called Do You Good, I answered to it. When she had an article written on her in Rock and Soul magazine about Chaka Khan, hot and sassy despite herself, I wrote a titled song called Hot and Sassy Lady. I've written like 7 songs in tribute to your mother, and I adore her music, and I adore her.
That's awesome.
And it's great talking to you on the phone.
Thank you. It's wonderful to meet you.
Thank you.
All right then, darling. He had to get that out.
Sometimes you just got to get it off your chest. You know what I'm saying? I'm here
you know
for
what?
you.
And you know what? Here's the thing that I love about it, because when you're dealing with folks who This is that opportunity, honey. This is as close as I can get until I get there,
Absolutely.
And then you coming into the fold, and oftentimes it's to build your self-esteem as well. Because, honey, I love your mom. I love your mom. I love your mom. And then it's like, okay, and all of that is to fuel you because I know you're the offspring. So I'm sending you that energy so that it could give you wind, so that it could be up under your wings, the wind beneath my wings to carry you.
And I feel all of the energy. I feel the love and I feel the
that
energy
love
all
and
up in my
carrying on.
chest.
Yes, honey.
Yes.
Yes, I live.
I could feel it. Yes.
I
Absolutely.
live. Okay.
Yes, me too.
So now you say this new project is coming out this summer. What are we expecting? What can we expect? What are we looking for? What is it that you're trying to say?
It's just Indira being Indira, that old crazy Indira. It's going to be good music. I'm working with this guy, Rob Bacon, who did work with Joy. I don't know if you're familiar with Joy out of Atlanta. And
Joy,
Raphael Sadiq.
I think I may know her. I think I know her.
Yeah, she's
She's worked with Big Boy and Outkast and all them children, hasn't she?
Absolutely,
Ooh,
absolutely.
That's the voice. That's the girl who does the song from Idlewild, y'all.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Anyway, so he works with her. He works with Raphael Sadiq. He's worked with John Legend. So he's brilliant. But we're doing some music together. So it's I would say it's going to be something like it's going to have a lot of rock influence, a lot of great guitar licks, just a lot of good singing, just good music. If you want good music, just something that you can listen to while you clean up the house from beginning to end, you ain't got to skip through, pick it up.
Oh,
that's
that.
The kind of album that I'm working towards. It's a work in progress. We got about, I think, 4 songs completed.
Okay.
So it's sounding good. Yeah, it's sounding good. It's coming together. I'm excited about it. It's going to be something that I want to listen to. So, okay, and that really it rarely happens with me because usually, you be in the studio singing shit over and over again. I'm like, you know what? I did it. It's over. Leave it alone.
Right. Okay.
But
right.
This particular project and the things that I'm doing with Rob, I find myself waking up in the morning and wanting to listen to my own shit. So, hopefully, it'll have the same effect on everyone else. That's the idea.
I want to be infectious.
Yes, I do. I want to be contagious.
Okay, give me that. Okay, contagious.
I want to be contagious.
KHAN. That's the name of the album, Heffel.
Well, it's going to be Icon.
Dig that. Yeah, okay. Icon, iconic. And then
Icon and iconic, yes. And I think that's the name of one of my mom's something or other she's doing is Contagious.
Yeah, something new she's working on. But lovely. So now here, this is where we finna get ready to let everybody know how to get in touch with you. If folks are looking for you, trying to find you, want to hear your music, give them everything. Flood them. Okay, well, this is how it goes. I'm going to give you as much as I can because, I'm not good with this, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, basically, definitely on Facebook. But that's not how you can get my music. You can get my music through Google Play, iTunes, any kind of electronic media, music type of venue and situation. That's where my music will be sold. If you want to know about, live appearances and performances, I should say, that information will definitely be on my Facebook, on my Twitter. I'm also working on a website, so should be up and running. And as soon as it is, I will let you know, Michi. You can give me a little shout out if you don't mind. Okay,
but, for now,
baby, I got you.
Okay. So, but for now, this is how you can know about Indira, or those 2 ways. But definitely, I will be promoting my album, you'll, some way, if I got to fly over your house with an airplane and a banner, you're going to hear about it.
She said with an airplane and a damn, send a drone, girl. Send a drone.
What?
And drop it at your door, honey. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, we're going to figure it out. We're going to work it out. You're going to get it. Don't worry.
I'm right there with you. How? Okay. Yes, we are. And I'm going to offer you this. When you're ready, we'll do a listening party here at Dishing Tea. I will go through every track. I will play every fucking track you got. If it's 16, if it's 16,000, honey, we'll do an extended show, and we'll play every track and talk about the album itself. Because I'm telling you, Miss Ma'am, if you have not had the privilege of seeing this girl. Because what I play for you really is doing no justice because it's the recorded version. Go on YouTube, honey, because she has some live stuff up there. You got to get that. I'm telling you. See, you coming from that history of live performance, you've got to know how to sell this thing. Because your mom and Patty have always been, and Aretha, well, Aretha is Aretha, okay? I prefer her. I prefer her recorded though, unless she's doing gospel.
Okay.
Okay, when she's doing gospel live is when she really lets her hair down.
Yeah. This is true.
Okay, because see, I love Miss Reed, honey, but she can become a lazy performer at times.
Yes.
And I follow her enough to learn the difference. Your mom, Patty, Natalie Cole, Gladys Knight, Stephanie Mills. Them bitches there, when I tell you every time they open their mouth live, I get a completely different show. I get a brand new rendition. As a matter of fact, I could go to certain songs and be like, I need her version when she did it on such and so. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's
what she did it there is the version that moves me. And I can't hear that because there's certain times where I'm like, I can't listen to the recorded version because it don't move me the same because they done just destroyed it live.
They fucked you up. Yeah, they fucked
you up. They fucked me up, baby. I'm like, ow!
You can't even do it no other way now.
I can't, right, because now the bar has been set higher.
Exactly.
So now you got to give me this and then
you
take me beyond that.
You got to give me what I want. Exactly, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want that no more.
Yes. And so now, and Miss Ma'am, Miss Milini, I'm going to call you Milini. Meal.
It's all good.
Miss Meal? Yeah, I'm going to call you Meal because, that gives you that little Stephanie Mills little thing I like. Miss Meal, Miss Thing, I'm telling you, you are raw grit, bitch. You are grit,
you.
okay?
Thank you.
And yes. Yeah, and I like mine with butter and sugar. I know some who like cheesy grits, and I know some who like it with red eye gravy. I know some who like it with salt and pepper. I like mine with butter and sugar. Miss Thing, you are
Me too.
grit.
Hello, that's a Midwest thing, ain't it?
Okay, yeah, it is. I'm butter and sugar, and baby, you give me that.
Yeah, me too, all day. Yes, thank you. Okay,
give me that. And Miss Ma'am, that's what it is. And I'm telling you what I know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what I know. So here on Dish T, when you ready, we'll drop it here, have a listening party, and carry on, let the folks call in. And if they don't call, bitch, we'll sit there, we'll talk about it. Yeah,
what? Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I do. I do. I'm all with it. Yes. Okay. I'm writing this shit down, Meech. I'm gonna bring it right to you. I'm gonna say it's ready.
I'm gonna catch it, baby. I got you, baby. I got you.
Okay.
So that there was that, and then I'm gonna give you this little tidbit, honey. I'm gonna give you this tidbit. Our anniversary for the show is July 1st, so that's summertime. That's our anniversary. Just drop. I'm gonna drop that in your lap. You do whatever you need to do with it.
Okay. I'm working. The wheels are turning. The smoke is a coming.
I love it. I love it. You know, Indira, you're such a sweet spirit, Miss Ma'am, and I thank you for coming on.
I had such a wonderful time. My face hurts from laughing and smiling. This is good. Yes.
I have, you know what? And let me shout out Michi DeVille, That's Lil Meech, honey. Y'all know it. You know, I'm Big
Yes.
Meech. That's Lil Meech.
Hey, thank you
I'm
so
shout
much,
out Meechy
Lil Meech.
DeVille.
Love
That's
you
my
too
sister.
much. Yes.
And
My new
you know,
sister.
I had to. That's a special thank you to her because Meech came
Yes.
to me and was like, "Meech, you know, do this for me." And I got,
Yes.
and I was like, "What?" I said, "Child, that ain't that. Please, that ain't that. That's not even a discussion, bitch. You just give me a date." Okay. And so,
love it.
Right. So shout out to Meechy DeVille.
Yes.
And all of that down there in Michigan because she's in Ferndale, Michigan. Hey, Meech, baby, I love you, sister.
Hey, love you, love you.
Okay.
I love you too.
And all of that. So, is there anything else? You got any closing words that you would like to say to everybody before I let you back to your 3 cheerings?
I just appreciate you so much. I love what you're doing. Keep it up. And thank you. Just thank you. You're just such a pleasure. And I feel like I made a new friend. So it's just a wonderful experience and opportunity. And I'll be hitting you come summertime with my new shit. And I just thank you. That's all I can say.
Okay. And I graciously accept. And so you use the word friend, and I don't take that word lightly. I do not take that word lightly. So my darling, that there is that, and I'm gonna let you get back to your family and make sure you.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna say this because when I had to call, I said, "Girl, were you on the air in a minute?" She said, "Yeah, I'm digging through my closet, child. I got to get some shit done." I said, "That's so real. That is so real."
I'm sorry.
No, it ain't sorry.
I'm sorry. You know, right before you get ready to do something, people come asking you for shit. I'm like, oh Lord, let me just go try to help you out.
She said, "I'm digging through the closet, child. I'm gonna call. I said, "Okay, I got it. Okay." So I'm gonna let you get back to your children, honey, and be the mom and to get your day going. I thank you for coming on. And what I'm going to do,
so much.
We're gonna ask this one question, honey, that you say here. What can I do? If you love me, tell a friend. If you hate me, honey, tell an enemy. But do know this one way, shape, style, form, or fashion. This thing here is moving forward. You may finish all of your crumpets, darling, because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech. Ha! Okay? So now Indira says, what can I do?
We've got your Father's Day gift at Macy's Backstage. The brands and styles he loves at prices so low you never need a coupon, ever. With a huge assortment of gifts just $14.99 and under, you never know what you'll find, but you'll always find something. Shirts, shorts, suits, ties, shoes, watches, grooming gifts, barbecue gear, and great home trends. And when you find it, get it. It's here today, gone tomorrow, with new items arriving every week. We're all about great gifts for Dad. Visit Macy'sBackstage.com for locations.
O'Reilly. When it comes to safety, nothing is more important than your vehicle's brakes. If it's hard to stop or you hear squealing or grinding noises during braking, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts. You'll find the brake parts you need from trusted brands like Brake Best and Brake Best Select at everyday low prices. Play it safe with brakes from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.